You ever sit in the stands before the first pitch? Just sit there, no noise, no anthem, no vendors yelling for peanuts. Just silence, heavy as a coffin lid. That's where we're starting. Chicago, Cleveland, a 1 p.m. matinee dressed like a funeral. Jonathan Cannon takes the mound for the White Sox. You don't know him, do you? Exactly. He's not famous, he's available. Last year, he gave us a 4.49 ERA and a whip that says, I walk too many, and I serve souvenirs. This season, 2 starts, 3 earned runs in 3 2/3 innings. That's not pitching, that's participation. He struck out 8, sure. But what does that matter when you're bleeding runs like a bad nose job? Now Gavin Williams for Cleveland, he's a different brand of chaos. ERA 4.86, whip 1.37. He'll strike you out with one hand and walk your grandma with the other. He's got the tools. But he builds crooked houses. But this ain't about the arms, is it? This is about bats, wood and silence. Chicago on the road, batting, 175. That's not a slump, that's a cry for help. Cleveland, 199 over the last 5 games. You could give M aluminum bats and they'd still be lucky to scratch out a bloop single. No pop, no rhythm, just swing and pray baseball. But here's where it turns, the bullpen. Cleveland's pen is ice cold, surgical. They come in with that I don't smile energy. You cross them, you lose innings. And the numbers, oh, they sing. White Sox, 35-26 to the under on the road versus teams averaging 4.4 runs or less. Guardians, 46-26 to the under at home against losing teams. You don't bet emotion here. You bet silence. You bet that bats stay sleeping and arms don't flinch. And today's AI pick is White Sox and Guardians under 7.5. Now don't touch that screen. We're heading into game 2, and I need you to meet someone. His name's Malachi. He's sharp as a guillotine and colder than the dirt we left behind. He's not alone either. He's got something with him. Doesn't speak. Doesn't blink. But you'll feel it. Next game, it gets weird. Stay with me.
Elvis, you ever notice Florida smells like someone tried to cover up a murder with suntan lotion and grapefruit spray? Yeah, I caught it too. Makes your nostrils twitch like a lie detector. Tampa Bay versus the Angels. Another sun-soaked crime scene. Dressed up like a ball game. Jose Soriano steps in for L.A., the kind of pitcher who looks like he should be dangerous. Last year, 3.42 ERA, solid whip, nearly 60% ground ball rate, throws a sinker that could drown a horse. But let's not build a shrine just yet. 2 starts this year, 5 earned runs, 14 strikeouts, and 9.6% walk rate. That's not dominance, that's dancing on the edge with butter on your shoes. Now, Zach Littell. This one's interesting. Not flashy. Not loud. But he's the guy at the bar you don't mess with. Quiet, still, and somehow holding the room. 3.63 ERA, 1.25 whip, and a walk rate that whispers respect. 2 starts in, 13 innings, 10 Ks, and 6 earned runs. But his home start, clean. Surgical, like he brought a scalpel to a baseball game. Now pay attention, because this next part, this is where the ghosts start humming. The Angels in day games are hitting .214. That's not a stat, that's a death certificate. Tampa at home, .269. A team that hits like they remember what it's like to feel alive. LA's bullpen on the road, 23 runs in 23 innings. That's not relief. That's confession. Meanwhile, Tampa's pen at home has been colder than the room Elvis died in. No offense, mate. Oh right, you didn't die here. You died somewhere colder. And here's the final whisper. Rays are 79-46 when they're favored at 110 or more over the last 2+ seasons. That's a Pulse 7.9 unit smile on your bankroll if you've got the stomach to trust it. And today's AI pick is Tampa Bay Moneyline. Now listen closely, because this next bit's not for the faint. After that, it's Bonnie and Clyde, and trust me, they'll argue over a toaster if you let 'em. But me and Elvis? We don't argue. We've seen too much. We've been too much. And if you're wondering why you feel a little colder right now, it's because we don't cast shadows anymore. Next.
You know what this game reminds me of, Clyde? The first year we dated. That ridiculous fight about pineapple juice. You said it didn't need to be refrigerated, like that was a normal opinion. We argued so long we nearly broke up before a 4-day camping trip. And as I watched you lug that lukewarm carton into the woods, I thought, that man's got no concept of decay. Just like the Twins right now. They've got Bailey Ober out there, bless his towering lost soul heart. But he's been torched, 9 earned runs in 6 2/3 innings. You don't need a thermometer to know he's cooking. And not in a good way. And the offense? 191 batting average in 8 road games. That's not a slump, it's a flat line. They've lost 6 of their last 8 on the road. Clyde, these boys pack for away games like you pack for romantic weekends, late, careless and with socks that don't match.
I brought warm juice one time, Bonnie. 1. And I brought a cooler, you brought attitude and bear spray. But you've got a point about Ober. He's giving up bombs like it's a clearance sale, and now he's facing Michael Watcher, the man doesn't throw. He crafts, 3.35 ERA last year, 0.92 home runs per 9. This year, not spotless, but steady, 5 earned runs over 9 2/3 innings. And you know what that tells me? He's not folding under pressure. Now the Royals bullpen, deadly, last 6 games. They're rocking a 2.25 ERA. That's airtight. That's the kind of support I begged for during our second marriage. Did I get it? No. Did the Royals relievers get it? Absolutely.
Don't start comparing me to a bullpen, Clyde. At least they show up. The Royals' offense has been sharper at home too. They've got rhythm here. Meanwhile, Minnesota's dragging ice-cold bats and a starter who looks like he's pitching through a fever dream. And let's not ignore the trend. Kansas City is 16-1 at home against AL teams averaging fewer than 3.9 runs per game. That's plus 15.2 units, love. That's the kind of number that says, refrigerate everything and bet the house.
You say, bet the house, like you didn't burn ours down emotionally back in 2021. But you're not wrong. The Twins are gassed. Ober's spinning in circles. Royals have the edge in pitching, hitting, and bullpen control. And today's AI pick is Kansas City moneyline. Now let's move on before you drag out the toaster oven trauma. Or worse, start texting your sister again.
You know what separates pretenders from contenders? Consistency. Not flash. Not hype. Not a couple good swings in the sunlight. Consistency. And right now, Toronto's got none of it. Chris Bassett steps in for the Blue Jays. Veteran arm. Smart pitcher. Last season. 4.16 ERA, 1.46 WHIP across 31 starts. That's serviceable. Not special. This year, 2 starts, just 1 earned run allowed with 16 strikeouts over 12 and 23 innings. Impressive, sure. But that's not the full story. Because the moment that bullpen door swings open, everything changes. In day games this season, Toronto is batting just 0.197 and their bullpen ERA in those games closer to 7 than safe. And across from them, Walker Buehler for Boston. Look, last year wasn't pretty. 5.38 ERA, 1.55 WHIP across 16 starts, giving up nearly 2 home runs per 9 innings. That's playing with fire. But here's what matters: Boston at home is dangerous. They're hitting 0.32 in their 5 home games this season. That's not a hot streak, that's an ambush. Sure, their bullpen ERA at home sits near 6, but they aren't letting teams get there with a lead. And the trends? Oh, the trends speak volumes. Toronto is 39-56 as a road underdog of 100 or higher over the last 2+ seasons. That's not unlucky, that's a pattern. That's a flaw in the foundation. And today's AI pick is Boston moneyline. Bet against Boston at home right now. Might as well bet against gravity. And that's the fastest way to fall.
You know, there is a rhythm to baseball. Like ancient storms. Like war drums. Like Judgment Day moving quietly beneath men who think themselves immortal. Philadelphia versus Atlanta. Jesus Luzardo stands for the Phillies tonight. Last season, 5 ERA, 1.25 WHIP in 12 starts. But this year, different story. 2 starts, 12 innings, only 2 earned runs allowed, and 19 strikeouts carved like commandments in stone. Across from him, Spencer Schwellenbach for Atlanta. The kind of arm that ends arguments. Last year, 3.35 ERA, 1.04 WHIP over 21 starts. And this season, 14 innings, 0 runs, 14 souls struck down. Philadelphia's recent 6-game stretch, batting 0.249 Atlanta. slumping 0.207, but tonight isn't about firepower. Tonight is about patience. Precision. The kind of duel where both sides walk slow, because they know the first mistake will be the last. The Braves bullpen, dominant over their last 4. And when facing left-handed starters at home, Atlanta is 18-13 to the under. And today's AI pick is Philadelphia and Atlanta under 8. Now listen well, because what has been written cannot be unwritten. Here are the 5 stones we cast tonight. Game 1 White Sox and Guardians under 7.5. Game 2 Tampa Bay moneyline 100. And 33. Game 3 Kansas City moneyline. Game 4 Boston moneyline 119. Game 5 Phillies and Braves under 8. 5 games. 5 judgments. And if you walk from this place with wisdom in your hand, then mark it well. Like the video. Subscribe to this channel. For we do not speak for our health. We speak because prophecy demands it. Now go, before the next line is drawn.